Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. This is just basically a little public service announcement from an ER nurse. And I feel like right now, if you don't have an emergency, do not come to the ER. I don't understand and I don't think people know the difference between emergencies and what can come to the ER and what can go to an urgent clinic. Like, I'm telling you, if you already been home for 3-4 months with an abscess on your butt, that is not an emergency. Do not come to the ER. Right now, like, people are really sick out here. With this COVID thing, people are actually sick. And I've seen enough already. I've seen enough people dying. I've seen enough people intubated. Like, it's really bad. Like, I've worked so far in a couple of different hospitals in these past, 8 months. And people are very sick, and I feel like if you don't have an emergency, do not come to the ER and waste our time. And I mean waste our time as in take up beds when it could have been given to someone else that's in worse condition than you. I've already experienced people coming in for back pain, that chronic, that they have all the time, that they come in and they already know they need their muscle relaxer and they're on their way, taking up the bed for an hour because the doctor can't reach you because he's already in another emergency, and come to find out there's somebody else in the waiting room with shortness of breath, satting lower than 72 that needed that bed, but you're over there taking it up because so I'm just going to give you a little list of what can come to the emergency room and what should go to an urgent care center, because you're basically just taking up a bed that could have been for someone that's actually having an emergency. So chest pain, weakness with numbness, slurred speech, abdominal pain, and I mean abdominal pain as in acute, not something chronic that you've been dealing with all your life that you already know what to take for, and your PCP already gave you prescriptions and all you got to do is just refill it, go to the urgent care center and get it refilled. So these are the abdominal pains I'm not talking about, but acute abdominal pain, burns, broken bones, head injury, eye injury. And when I say eye injury, I don't mean something where you just got smacked in your eye by your toddler and you just need a break from them, so you come to the emergency room. No, not that one. Eye injury as in severe burn, or you actually got smacked by an object that's not supposed to hit you, broken glass in your eye, stuff like that. Seizures, confusion, most definitely. Fevers with confusion, broken bones, vaginal bleeding from pregnancy women. These are the things that, a couple of things that I feel like that should be coming to emergency room now. Of course, you already know the cardiac arrest and, not breathing, unconscious, all those. You already know those typical emergencies that I don't feel like I need to mention. Things that need to go to the urgent care center, vomiting. That can go to the urgent care center, because the thing about urgent care centers is when you go there, if they feel like what you have is an emergency, they'll transfer you. So stuff like, abdominal pain or diarrhea. For example, I had a patient that came in with diarrhea. The lady knows she was lactose intolerant. She decided to eat ice cream, and she's telling me, I just need the diarrhea to go away. And I'm just like, okay. That lady sat on that bed for 2 hours because the doctor was busy with an emergency. No diarrhea whatsoever for those 2 hours. And she's just like, I just need that little pill to make it go away, and I'm going to go home. I'm just like, do you mean Imodium? And she's like, I basically told her, I was like, Imodium, you could just get that over the counter, right? And she's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we basically gave her the Imodium. She didn't even wait for her discharge papers. She just went about her business, and come to find out she's a frequent flyer. No. Other things like back pain, you can go there. You can go to the urgent care center. A sore throat, you can go to the urgent care center unless they check your throat and they see something different, then they'll tell you to go to the ER. But for the time being, get checked out somewhere else. Ear pain, painful urination, anything STD related, go to the urgent care center, because you already know the drill. They're going to give you some antibiotics, they're going to give you some fluids, they're going to tell you follow up, give you some antibiotics, and that's it. Come on, guys. You guys know what goes to the emergency room and what doesn't. One thing I don't understand is that when COVID first hit, the hospitals were empty because everyone was so afraid to go in. And I feel like all the people that felt like they had an emergency, they didn't come because they know it wasn't an emergency. So what's going on now? I just need some answers. This is just ridiculous. If you don't have an emergency, my thing is, if you feel like whatever you got going on can wait a day or two, I'm not telling you to wait. I'm telling you to go to the urgent care center. Don't come to the ER, because you can walk in there without COVID and walk out with COVID because of the person next to you that you didn't even know had the COVID. So it's please go to the urgent care center if you don't feel like it's an emergency, and follow this little list that I gave you. There could be more, there could be different things, but please Like, we need these beds for those people that do have emergencies. Thank you for watching. You know, don't forget to like and subscribe. I have other things. But yeah, guys, it's full and we need these beds. Thank you.